everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is another Poshmark video, and it's actually a sponsored Poshmark video. If you don't know what Poshmark is, it's a wonderful app, and free, by the way, app to be able to sell some of your clothing, accessories, you know, things like that. You can sell women's clothes, you can sell men's clothing, children's clothing, let's see, you can sell bags, purses, baseball hats of any kind, gloves, jewelry, accessories, shoes, stuff like that. There's so much stuff that you can sell on Poshmark, and there are no hidden fees. All of the fees are taken up front when it's calculating how much you'll make by posting your item on there. So you don't have to worry about anything else. The only other extra fees that may incur are from your bank if you deposit stuff, but that's pretty much it. Poshmark itself, they're pretty straightforward when it comes to fees, and it's absolutely free to list items. You don't have to worry about paying a monthly fee for those items, and you can relist them and delete the items as much as you want. So I think that's absolutely wonderful. It's definitely worth checking out, especially if you have things that you want to get rid of. Right now it's March, and it's time for spring cleaning. I've been on Poshmark since March 2017, so this marks 2 years since I've been on Poshmark, and so far I'm loving it. I feel like it's a wonderful place to be. It really is. The community is awesome, and it's really worth it, honestly. So, all right, so today's video is actually going to be 5 tips for selling and earning money on Poshmark, and I'm reading off of this because I actually wrote down little points so I wouldn't miss something. All right, so the first thing that's kind of important is having stuff to list and sell. So the first thing that I did when I started on Poshmark was I actually sold stuff from my personal closet. And now that we have the draft feature on Poshmark, you're actually able to take the pictures, plug them in, exit out, and then come back and finish it. So I think that's really awesome that you're able to do that. So you don't have to worry about just doing it one by one. You can actually draft multiple listings and then make them live later on. So start off with things that are in your closet. If you have a whole bunch of clothes that from the winter that you know that you're probably not going to wear again next year, if it's starting to finally be warm where you're at, start listing those things now, because you don't have to do a seasonal thing. Things sell all year round. I've noticed that winter stuff still sells in the summer because people like to go to cold places in the summer, and you know, so on and so forth. So make sure that you have, you know, something to list. The next thing is to take clear photos and include all flaws. So make sure that whatever you're listing, you can actually see the item that you're listing. Make sure that your camera lens is clean. Let's see, make sure the lighting is decent. It doesn't have to be like some crazy, you know, photography lights or anything like that. Just put the item in a nice spot where the light is shining directly onto it. You can make out certain kind of flaws. If there's a hole in the shirt, if there's like a little stain that won't come out, but it's still a really good shirt or pants that still have some life left to them. I definitely recommend including all that stuff. And with that also, let's see, include the size tag. I always do that with my items. Include a picture of the front and the back of the item. Buyers want to see multiple sides of everything. And an up close and personal picture of the fabric content. So if it's got like cotton or something like that, you want to see what the fabric is, or if there's like a really cute print but you can't really make it out from far away, you want to zoom in on that and post that. You're able to post 8 photos on Poshmark, so I highly recommend using all of the allotted photo spots that they give you, because it's basically free advertising for your stuff. And you can make collages and just use all those 8 photos as a collage. So the next thing is write a descriptive title. So I don't necessarily mean like, you know, exhaust every single thing that you know in your vocabulary. What I'm trying to say is, if there's a shirt, and I keep going back to shirts because it's like the easiest thing to remember, but if there's a t-shirt that you have and it's got, you know, words or pictures on it, just make sure that you put graphic t-shirt, graphic v-neck short sleeve t-shirt, like 100% cotton or something like that. Try to put like the fibers that are in there, or the materials. So if it's like a cotton blend, just put that in the title if you want to. If it's a certain neckline, put that in there. Sleeve length as well. Does it button up? Are there certain features on it that make it really stand out? And if you read it in a title, are you going to want to come back and purchase it or like it? There's a whole slew of things that you could possibly use, and make sure that the title is something that'll catch someone's eye, because I've seen quite a few listings where it'll say, don't wear this anymore, and then that's it, and it's just a picture of like a dress or something. But if it's not something that really catches somebody's attention, is it really gonna sell? You can write cute top all day long, but try to come up with a little bit more like fashionable terms, I guess, when it comes to listing certain items. The next thing is, let's see, offer a discount on bundles. So that's really important to me, is being able to, when I go to somebody's closet and shop, if I purchase more than 2 items, I kind of do want a little bit of a discount. Not because, you know, I'm trying to like lowball them or anything, but because if I'm buying so many items in somebody's closet, I kind of want like a little bit of something. But that's not to say that if they don't offer a discount, I'm not going to purchase from them. But it is a little bit more appealing because you kind of feel like you're getting more of a deal that way. And so with offering discounts, I highly recommend pricing your items just a little bit higher. That way you're able to offer that discount without losing out any kind of money. So in order for you to be able to offer a discount on a bundle, you have this thing called Seller Tools, or My Seller Tools. So go to My Seller Tools, click on Seller Discount, and you can offer up to 30% discount on a minimum of 2 items and a maximum of 7 items and above. So I think the lowest is 10%. And so right now my closet is 15% off of 2 bundle items or greater. So that's what I offer. And then sometimes I will offer an additional discount on anybody who does bundle items. It just depends on, you know, if I've had something sitting there for a while, or if it's like a really high priced item and, you know, we kind of have like a little communication back and forth. And the cool thing about the bundle feature is that you're able to talk to the buyer, and the buyer's able to talk to you. So when they put something in the bundles, my camera's like, hi, we're gonna focus on something else. When they're able to put stuff in the bundles, you can actually comment and be like, hey, you know, right now I'm running a special. If you add 1 more item, I'll give you an additional like 10% off or something like that. You know, you can just go crazy, because the worst that can happen, they'll be like, no thanks, I just kind of want to keep it at these 2 items and take it from there. All right, and the last thing, I think this is like the most important thing on Poshmark, is to share your items. You don't have to necessarily list every single day. I know lots of people say, hey, you have to list consistently to make consistent sales. But I don't know if that's necessarily true. I do know in order for you to get your items out there and in front of a fresh pair of eyes, you do want to share your items. You don't have to share them you know, at the same time every single day. Some people do have their own little ways of doing it. I know I share randomly throughout the day. I definitely try to share during the parties if the category allows for it. The parties, and I'm going by Eastern time zone because that's the time zone that I'm in, is at noon, 3 p.m., 7 p.m., and 10 p.m. So those are when I'm able to share during the parties. And then when I am doing something like waiting at the doctor's office, or, you know, riding in the car and we're going somewhere that's going to take like 20 minutes to get there, or I don't know, just if I'm sitting down and I have really nothing else to do, or I'm relaxing, or just killing a little bit of time, I like to share certain items from my closet. You don't have to share in any kind of order either. You don't have to share, you know, like color, size, and all that stuff, although a lot of people do have their own little way of doing it. I like to share by category, but that's just me. So I think it's really important to be able to get your stuff out there. And you can also direct share to other to people who like your items, but you gotta be careful with that, because if you direct share too many times, it might come off a little bit pushy to some people, especially if they didn't like an item. So if somebody shares your item and you try to share it to them, or if you just find some random person and you try to share your item to them, they might not appreciate that. So just remember to just do community shares. Just share your own stuff. Now, on the other hand, if somebody shares an item of yours, you know, I guess it's like the courteous thing to do is to share an item of theirs. You don't necessarily have to though, but a lot of people do appreciate it. I know I try to share back as much as possible, but it all depends on the kind of time that I have. So, you know, I know a lot of people will say, oh, it's all about the Poshmark algorithm and do this and do that, but sometimes you will learn that you'll find the thing that works best for you. So, those are honestly the 5 things that I can think of that can help you make money on Poshmark. The number one thing being is make sure you have items to list. And the other most important thing is to make sure that you share those items, because you want people to see them, and you want to make money, right? So it's really, really easy. So make sure that if you are interested in shopping on Poshmark, to check out the link down below, and I don't know, leave your closet. If you have a closet name, leave your closet down below. I'd love to be able to follow you. I always say that in all of my videos, and I definitely try to follow as many people who follow me back. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful March. I hope it stops raining wherever you may be, and I will talk to you guys in the next video. Bye.